Chen Wet into the net.
Yes, he was just tempted to take a smash, but it was actually a little bit in front of him, and so often when you take those smashes in front, they'll hit the net, and looking skyward. Result of that shot, here we go, again. Oh, the see, that was Shia's turn to do the same.
6-8.
Good power.
Yeah, it's really good attack from Klang. That's classic attacking play from doubles. Put taking on the player on the backhand side, then to the other side, and his partner helping him out in the end.
You sense this Klang partnership, if they stayed together, might be able to produce something.
Yes, they look comfortable together, for sure. And who knows what it could lead to. They were defending really as best they could there, but under so much pressure at the net, it was only going to end up the point for Petaling, you feel.
4 times he had to defend, ended up on the floor, the two of them. Yeah, just trying to work out some kind of rhythm. It may well be in a losing cause, but Klang can take a little bit of comfort from the performance, particularly, as you say, of Hua Chen Hao.
Thank you.
Yes, and Lim's, I think, in this third game has given a good contribution as well. He's kept them in it. The two of them done very well against a really solid partnership from Petaling.
Nice setup, easy kill.
Yeah, thanks partner for helping me out there.
Match
well
point.
Finished by Chen to get the match point, yes. It's not dead yet. And they're on the defense now. They cannot put away this Klang team.
Oh, Chen Wet loses it. What a point on match point. And it epitomised a really good contest.
Yeah, it's a really good contest. And what a way to lose it after some desperate defending. Petaling just could not put away their opponents after trying so many times. All it needed was a lift to the forehand of Lim, who made a bad mistake to put it into the net, and well, he'll be disappointed with that into the match, but he'll be happy that they got a game from quite a fancied Petaling side, who are very, very experienced in Kopiko Purple League and racking up the victories almost with every match.
Great reaction at the end. That's the losing team, Lim Chen Wet and Hua Chen Hao. The winning pair of Jiao Ho and Chun Kang are courtside, where they're talking to our host, Jason Desmond.
All right, down here with the winners of the men's doubles match. What a match it was. It ended brilliantly. But the first game, you started a bit slow today. What happened?
We were supposed to win our first game.
Supposed to? What was the strategy though?
Strategy.
Or was there any strategy? Was there a strategy?
Enjoy our game, but got a bit nervous.
But enjoy the game you did. Congratulations. 4 games, but it's a win anyway for Petaling VC. Back to you in the Ibercourt commentary box.
Thanks, JD. Yes, as we look at the match highlights, it was a first game 11-9 for Klang United, Chen Wet and Chen Hao. Really rather upsetting the fancy pairing of Jia Hao and Chun Kang, but for the Petaling, the home team, they improved very much in the second game, taking it 11-6. And that was the platform for them to go on, improve their togetherness and teamwork. They took the third 11-8, although as you're seeing from the highlights, they had to work pretty hard to do so. Some terrific rallies, particularly the one at match point. That's a super point from Hua Chen Hao. But once we got onto the match point, it was, I think it was a 16-shot rally that finally decided it. heroics all over the court. Players diving and pushing themselves to the absolute limit. But in the end, it was Petaling who took this one in 4 sets, 9-11, 11-6, 11-8, 11-7. Showing some extended highlights here. And it really was worth it. And a good performance from Chen Hao. This is pretty much a scratch pairing for Klang United. Whereas between a regular partnership for Jiao Hao and Chung Kang. And in the end, this is the match point. What a point it was. Crowd really into it at this stage. And in disappointing fashion for Chen Wet. But a 3-1 victory. Just look at the togetherness of the team in black. And that's a great comparison. The men from Petaling are used to playing together and they're used to working as a unit. The team from Klang United, a scratch pairing. And really all over the court. Good work from the graphics guys of Namaji. Good work. Unforced errors. Very even. Smash winners 11 for Petaling's Xia and Chen. Clear winners 7 from their rackets. In the end, it was the togetherness, as I think we saw in the Namaji graphics, that gave Petaling the win by 3-1. 8-4 the overall score. And next up, we have the mixed doubles. Arianza and TK Arienda for Petaling will take on Nelson Hegg and Lee Mengin of Klang United. That's coming up in just a couple of minutes' time. This is the mixed doubles. Nelson Hegg, Lee Mengin, who's had a couple of days rest after just getting back from India, versus Adyanta Putra and TK Ariada Ningrum.
All right, down here with the managers for this mixed doubles match. Let's find out what they think about their charges. First, with Klang United boss, Yap Kim Hong. Familiar face, familiar pairing. Any expectations?
Yeah, expected better than last match. Yeah, although tonight is, I mean, the opponent is better pair. So we hope we can win this match. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Yap Kim Hong. Lieutenant Colonel Wang Ajit from Petaling BC. Also another familiar pair. They've played together before. Your expectations?
We featured them for a couple of times ago. And last time the Tika took a rest. We featured Chen Zhao, and then tonight we put her back together with Dansha. We hope to win tonight as well.
I like that. Both expecting a win. Who's going to take it? Let's enjoy the match. Back to you in the commentary box.
Yes, indeed. In terms of the mixed doubles, it's been quite a successful last couple of appearances for Nelson Hegg. He's played 2 mixed doubles tournaments so far this Kopiko Purple League. He's won them both. And Lee Mengin, she's played in played in 8 of the 9 matches of the mixed doubles so far. Won 6, lost 2. She was just back from India last time we saw her, so she was a little bit out of sorts. The Indonesian Ardiansa and countrywoman, 25-year-old Tika Arieda. They too have had a pretty successful time. They have had partnerships together. Roger Sharp. Ame Maruzan is the service judge. Overall score, 8-4. That is important, particularly if you are from Serang Badminton Club, because you've got a chance later on this weekend when you play Bangsa of trying to make inroads onto what is a 14-game deficit. That's how this league is worked. Every game you win counts, every game you lose counts against you. Currently there's a 14-game distance between Serang in 9th and Klang United in 8th. That's the bigger picture. This is the 4th match of 6. 6 matches in each tie. Each one best of 5 games, first to 11. And it'll be Petaling to get us underway, Tika Arieda to get us going. Bit of a miscommunication there between the Petaling pair. The answer could have taken it, Tika did. And Tika swipes one into the net, not the best of starts.
Love.
A third error from the racket of Tika. And the anguish there, plain for all to see.
Service over.
The answer with an easy overhead.
1-3.
Can change so quickly. A comfortable 3-love lead evaporates. Oh, it's good.
Service over.
So 3 into the net from Tika. A bit of a misjudgment from Arjansha.
Ball.
And then through the racket of Nelson. Scrappy start. It's a match that could easily go to 5. That's better. Arjansha dominating from the back of the court.
4-all.
Again, Tika maybe taking a shot that she didn't need to there. She's apologising to Apana just there.
4.
Nelson and Mengaina rather taking advantage of their opponent's charity. Oh, ho, 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 ho. The gamble was there. He got it. So often that just flies over the racket with that spectacular stuff. Look at this. At the top of the shot. Bang. Love it.
5-all.
Ooh, chance. Meng Yin into the net.
6-5. Service over.
Tell you what, Arjan Saputra's giving us the full gamut of shots. fun to watch. Big stretch. Again, the anticipation from Arjansa. So quick at the net, so quick to cover. Such a big object there, look at that.
6.
Yeah, it's lifted, but he's right on it. Inside the service line. A little bit of showboating as well.
Service over. 7 all. Play. Just one. Okay, spot. Tika.
Not surprised the players are just taking a little drinks break.
Tika. Tika.
After a tame start, it's been pretty hectic the last 6 or 7 points, and very little to separate the two.
Play.
Oh, that could be a big error. Last time Arjansa and
8.
Tika were paired
7.
together. They lost in straight games to Hendra and Vita Marisa. That first game was 11-9. And here, once they've reached the business end of this first game, they drop their guard just a little bit. This becomes a huge point. Drifts out. 3 straight points lead to 3 game points.
10. Game point. 7.
It's out.
Game. First game won by Klang United BC 11-7.
Well, that was a rather tame end to what had been a really entertaining game. Up until 7 each, it was impossible to pick a winner, but then 4 straight points from the rackets of Nelson Hegg and Lee Mangin. That's given them an 11-7 first game, 7 minutes. And for Klang United, the boost. Just trying to get a little glimpse of the coaching going on there. It will be interesting to see how Arjansa and Tika cope, because as I said last time out, they were beaten in straight games after a close first game. They then rather capitulated a little bit.
Second game. The ball. Play.
Touch. Tika dropped it short. It's well left. Arjansa going for the tightest of angles. Just drifts it out. It's good judgment.
Low.
She left it right at the very last moment. That'll be the perfect angle.
Service over.
Very flat. Nelson didn't quite get the knees bent enough. always in control at that point.
Service over. 2-1.
Tika frustrated with her own defense. Oh, that's long. She stepped in, anticipated, knew where the shot was coming, and then couldn't execute.
1. Service over. 2-3.
Very soft hands, Ardiancha. Plays that little drop. Close net. Played very nicely.
Service over. 4-2.
Well, that was clearly going a long way in. Ardiancha only very late realised it. Nelson at the feet of Tika.
5-2.
That's good.
Six, 2.
Into the body. And the Petaling pairing need to just put a couple of points together. There was a danger they'd capitulate. This is a crucial part of the contest.
Service over.
And Ardiancha's gone cold this second game.
7-3.
Tika tickles the top of the tape. They'll accept that little bit of good fortune.
7.
Delicately played. That's not so delicate. 2 important points for the Indonesian pairing.
7.
5-7. Tika takes the time, changes the shuttle. Sets herself. Oh, it's good. Nelson thought once, thought twice, thought thrice,
6,
and got it wrong.
7.
The angle has pushed it wide. 4 straight points for Petaling. Ardiancha and Tika.
7-all.
That's better.
Service
Nelson
over.
very quick. If you try the long
8,
serve,
7.
there's an element of surprise you need to have.
Service over. 8-all.
Well, it was 7-all in the first game before Klang just pulled away. It's 8-all here. A little bit of a towel break and a chance just to work out the strategy going into the final few points. We suspect the whole match hinges on these next 3 points. Unforced errors. Ardiancha and TK, most of those unforced errors have come in this second game. Oh, it's fortunate. They had one go against them a couple of points ago. This time, that's an important juncture. They just get a little bit of fortune. Nelson.
Service over. 9-all.
Just a query about the serving. 9-all. Adjanta. Eventually Tika smashes. That gives them game point. They've done well. They were 3-7 down. They've won 7 of the last 9 points, set themselves a game point. So it's still game point, but it's a deciding point. It could go either way, and the serve is with Lee Meng-yin. Oh, Nelson, so sharp. His movement across the net. 2 straight points for Klang United, and they have a 2-love lead. Look how quick he is and how quickly he reacts. And being 10-9 up with game point, the Petaling pairing, Tika and Adjanta, have missed a great opportunity to level this one up. 15 minutes we've been on court, 11-7, 11-10, and it has been as close as the scoreline suggests. But the pairing from Klang just had the better of the big moments.
Tika.
Well, the Indonesian pairing got some work to do mentally, one suspects. There is support for them. Decent support for both teams. Petaling, that's their support at the far end of the Sports Arena Sentosa. Specially made venue for the Kopiko Purple League. All the matches here today, tomorrow and Thursday, and at the weekend. Before we move on to Genting, the Arena of Stars for the Champions Challenge. It's long, and
Service over.
Yen thought he should just kept it in. Good judgment in the end from Adjanta.
Service over. 1-all.
Just reaching across a body, very difficult sometimes. Your whole balance is wrong when you try that over the shoulder. She's got a pretty good record in the league.
Service over.
That's Lee Meng-yin. 6 wins, 2 losses in the mixed doubles. Oh, nice.
Service
In a mixed bag, there's been plenty of entertainment from Adjanta Putra.
3-2.
Some lovely little touches like that, just into the vacant space. Oof.
4-2. Five, 2. Service over.
She does wear a heart on her sleeve,
3,
doesn't she?
5.
When she doesn't do well, she knows it and she tells the whole world. Oh, what a lovely touch.
Service over.
He's missed a couple, but he has got such
6,
soft hands.
3.
Racket high. Footwork was excellent. The touch was excellent. And they have a 3-point lead, do Petaling.
Service over.
Nelson quickly in. Both Petaling players
4,
over on the same
6.
side of the court. And Tika too close to the net to be able to react. Oh, lovely push.
5.
That's superbly
6.
placed from Nelson
Yes.
Hegg. Just look at the... does it absolutely perfectly. It's pretty close to the line.
Thank you.
And Tika scrambling, doing everything she possibly can. There's nothing that she can do. Again, it's another tight game. We've been here before. We were 7-all in game number 1. We were 8-all, 9-all, and 10-all in game number 2.
5, 6.
But in the first 2 games, when it got serious, it was Klang United who just had it, as they do there. 6-all.
6 all.
That one's out.
Service
And
over.
the teamwork.
7, 6.
Oh, in each other's way. But they get away with it. Arianta taking control of that point. Taking the overhead off Tika
8,
earlier on in the rally.
6.
And then managing to get back to get the winner. Ooh, Nelson into the net, and it's 9-6.
9, 6.
The first lift was high and wasn't punished. The second, he couldn't get away with Nelson.
10.
4 game points
Game point.
to Petaling.
6.
Arianta. It's good. They've taken the game. 11-6.
Third game won by Petaling BC. 11-6. Klang United BC leads 2 games to 1.
And this time, as we just watched the winning point once again, it's very tight. It must just have clipped the very edge of the line, but line judge was pretty insistent. This time from 6-all. Adianza and TK take the last 5 points. Very different from the first 2 games, when they rather capitulated at the business end of the first 2 games. Here. They took it in their stride. This one always had the possibility of going to 5 games. At the very least, we're going to 4. This is the Kopiko Purple League. First league of its kind in Malaysia, where we have world-class players pitted against local up-and-coming youngsters. And plenty of potential youngsters trying to make their name in the game. Also getting the foreign influence as well. And the result is good competitive badminton, as we're seeing here. This is a mixed doubles match. Petaling in the black versus Klang United in the red.
Love.
Excellent defense. 3 times. The 4th time into the net from Lee Meng Yen.
Service over. 1-all.
Good anticipation, Tika. Right on top of the net. Very good.
2.
I mean, there's not much block. Yeah, it's a little bit high. But even so, she's right on it. Just looking a little bit sharper. Spoke too soon. Ardiance's had a real mix of quality. And the unforced errors is that it's 17, of which 11 have come from Ardiance. Oh, top of the net. Nelson apologises, but takes the point.
3-2.
Counts as a clear winner. We've had 6 clear winners.
Service over. 3-all.
As we looked at the replay, there was a service error from Nelson. Good sharp reaction at the net from Tika. Out of sets 1, 2, and 3. Very close. Very competitive. Tika refused permission to change the shuttle. Nelson. Nelson that time, mid-court, centre, could pick his slot. Smashed it straight down the middle.
Service over. 5-4.
Unforced errors coming from the rackets of Klang United. Lee Meng Yen and Nelson Hegg. Oh, that's wayward from Tika.
Service over. 5-all.
Oh, so quick.
Service
good
over.
feet, good overhead. Looks quite simple once you're there.
6-5.
It's not the leap, it's the little 2-step to get there. All 3 games at the midpoint area, it's been very, very tight, and then one team's been able to stretch a lead.
Service over. 6-all.
Nelson with a nice, easy winner.
Seven, 6.
The overhead from Meng Yan. It's a Klang United coaching bench.
Service over. 7-all.
This one always had the potential to go 5, and we are very close to going 5.
Next.
Let will be called.
Meng Yan, get ready.
Ardiancha. Well, it was good work at the net from Lee Meng Yan, but then she couldn't keep it in play. She got there comfortably enough,
7.
just too much on it. It's a long way out. Once again, too much on it. And Ardiancha and TK, who were 2 games down, are 2 points away from 2 apiece.
9-7.
Game point.
10. Game point. 7.
And Ardiancha from love 2 to 2-all, and everything to play for.
2 games all.
Beforehand, we thought there'd be very little between this pairing. Indeed, that's been the case. Been on court just under 30 minutes. Nelson and Lee had a, well, not a comfortable lead, but had a 2-game lead, but then they've lost to 6 and 7 on both occasions, having been level at 6-all in each of the games. They lost 5 straight points at the end of the 3rd game, 5 of the last 6 in the end of the 4th. Momentum very definitely is with the Petaling side, the team in black, and it's their supporters who are enjoying the attention. Coming up after this, Jun Hao, who had a fantastic victory the other day for Klang United. He's up against Su Tek Ji. And the final men's doubles will be Yi Chae Rong and Yu Hong Woon up against Chen Tang Ji and Lu Minghui. That's still coming up in this tie.
Final game. Love all. Play.
Well played. Soft touch from Tika.
1
Nelson
love.
was just on his heels a little bit at the back of the court.
Two love.
Twice Ardiancha dug it out. Gives himself a little pat on the back. Very composed. Nice soft wrists. And a 3-point lead early on. Now a string went on that last shot from Nelson.
3 love.
Oh,
Service over.
just dropped.
1-3.
He's a tall man. Very often doesn't bend the knees, perhaps. Tika bashes one home to the adulation of her teammates.
Service over. 4-1.
Should always make them, but when it's up in the air that long, can misjudge. Adyansa. Oh, Lee Myung-yin has tried to be a little bit too cute.
5-1.
And it stayed on her side of the net. And this is a dangerous lead against Klang United. Oh, she was on it, she anticipated, she didn't execute.
2-5.
And as ever with Tika, her reaction tells you what happened. It's long.
Service over.
Desperate defense from Lee Myung-yin, but they will turn round with a 6-2 lead, will the man and woman in black. And you can see what it means to them. They've had to work really hard. 33 minutes we've been on court. And Petaling, who were 2-love down, are just 5 points away from a comeback victory, which would be great news for Sedang.
20 seconds. Six, 2, play.
And when it's going your way, it goes your way.
7-2.
The Petaling club are on a bit of a run of form at the moment. In the last 5 ties, they've won 4. In fact, they've only lost 2 of the last 7. Good shot play at the net. Slightly high, the lift.
3-7.
You can see she's always on the move, anticipating that little drop. But they need a few more like that, do Nelson and Lee. Tika. Excellent defense from Tika. Remarkable. Sensational from Tika and Adyansa. They were on the back foot, they were on the floor twice. Tika was out the game, but they've got the point. Look at this from Tika. And a desperate little on her knees effort.
Thank you.
Great angle from Adyansa, that's the victor. But the defensive work from Tika really has to be seen to be believed. Oh, where did this all go wrong?
Ready?
7 net winners. That's probably going to be crucial at the end of the day. It's a 5-point lead. He looks not too chuffed with life. An error from Nelson Hegg. Tika again on the floor, but that was for evasive action. Again, a little bit of sweat on the surface. She's going downwards, trying to anticipate the shot coming into her body.
Thank you. Get it?
Well, this has been a heck of a turnaround.
9-3. Service over.
That time she couldn't get low enough. It's nice play at the net from Mengian.
Go inside.
Klang United's form, I was talking about Petaling's form. Klang United have lost 4 of their last 5 ties.
4.
In fact, they've only
9.
won 1 of the last 7 coming into this tie. Great recovery, great angle.
Service over.
Arianta Putra sets up 6 match points.
10. Match point 4. Players. Play.
And they've got it. From love 2 to 3-2. That third game absolutely crucial. The run of points from 6-all to 11-6. It gave them confidence. It gave Tika and Arianta a little bit of self-belief. And having lost their last 2 together as a pairing, the Arianta-Tika partnership has pulled this one out of the bag. "38 minutes of court time." And talking of court, we're down on court where JD is talking to the victors. A reminder, they were 2 games to love down and they've come back to win it 3 games to 2. It's 11-6 overall. Petaling lead against Klang.
All right, down here with the winners of the mixed doubles match. It's Tika and Ardiansha Putra. The thing is, it had to go all the way to 5 games. Why the first 2 games? Why didn't you take it in the first place? Game ketiga, keempat, dan kelima, the understanding was a lot better. Yang pertama, dan kedua, apa berlaku?
Yang pertama, mainnya masih ragu-ragu. Terus yang keempat, 5, tuh semangat.
All right, so first and second games, they were a bit hesitant. But right now, what changed in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th games? Did your coach, Romy Arnold, tell you something that changed everything for you?
Not tell you too much, but she's a little bit angry. He's very, very angry about me because first set and second set I'm so lazy and he's very, very angry.
But it changed, it helped. Congratulations, a great win for Petaling BC in 5 sets. Back to you in the commentary box.
Well, very much the story of the game, getting angry after the first 2 games. We're looking here at the first 2 games where there's plenty of anger in that overhead. Ardianta, in those first 2 games, gave a mix of the sublime and the ridiculous. It was Nelson and Lee Meng-Yen who took that 2-game lead, 11-7, 11-10. And at that stage, we're looking at really, really good nick. But the change came about in the latter stages of the 3rd game. From 6-all, 5 straight points won by the Petaling team. And then they really put their act together. There was great touch, there was great defense particularly from Tika. And we're looking here just how they work as a pairing. Very close together. In fact, there was very little to choose between them, but I think Ardianza was able to pick his shots a little bit better, creating the space there. And then as the Klang players move over, he can just drop it into that vacant area. Good mixed doubles, and then you're on the attack. And when you're on the attack, you can pick your place to try and pick the winner. Ardianza, the dominant partner. Statistics, very few unforced errors for such a long game. In terms of smash winners, again, it was very close. 16 for Ardianza and Tika. But they've produced a terrific victory. From 2-love down, they've won this one 3 games to 2 and given their team an 11-6 overall lead. Next up, we've got 15-year-old Leong Junhao from Klang United against Su Taekju.
All right, down here with the managers once again for this, before the start of this next match. It's the men's singles now. Let's chat with Yap Kim Hao, team manager for Klang United first. Number one, were you surprised at the result for the mixed doubles? And number two, what do you expect from Junhao in this match?
Yeah, mixed double, I think they are both quite strength, almost the same. Yeah, but you know, this is the match. They got their performance on the spot. Then about Leong, I think he's now improved a lot after a few matches. And today, I think it's better learning for him again. And I hope in future he will learn from this our league. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yao Kim Hao from Klang United BC. Over to Lieutenant Colonel Wong Ajit from Petaling BC. This singles match, I know the first singles you expected a win. What about this second singles for you?
I will expect Taxi to win 3-love.
Wow. I like that. No mincing words, just straight to the point. I like that. Back to you in the Ivo Court commentary box.
Indeed, there's not an awful lot you can say about that, is you? Can you? Junhao is off the back of a terrific victory the other night. He really produced an upset when he beat Sung Juven in 4 games, 11-9 in the 4th. But that was his one and only victory of the season for Taekju, the 19-year-old. He's got bags more experience, but his record in the Purple League so far this year, played 4, won 1, lost 3, all in the men's singles. To be fair, though, he has faced some pretty tasty opposition. He lost in 4 to Liu Darren last time out. He took Boonsak to 5 games earlier on this season. And he's also taken a game off Lee Hyun-il. So he hasn't exactly had the easiest of opponents. This time, though, the 19-year-old will be red-hot favourite against the 15-year-old. Although, you never know the confidence that he will have taken from that victory the other day for Junhao. He might just carry that confidence with him today. Let's see what the youngster can do. But Taekju, as you saw from his manager, expected to win this one. Bit of pressure on him, though. Got to win, expected to win 3-love. That's That's wide.
Service over.
Junhao,
1.
his
Love.
pace around the court is probably his biggest asset. He's proven the other day was no one-off.